Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Ruku. As promised, I'm now doing another beer review. And for those of you who didn't know the music intro, that was Toto Africa. Reason being because, a little bit of irony, this beer is actually from Africa. Whereabouts? Well, it says it there. It is from Angola, which is a part of Africa. And there you go, there it is. And the beer in question is called Palanca, Negro. So Palanca Negro. This is a 330 and comes in at 5%. With a nice sort of average beer. The head on this, as you can already probably tell, was outrageously massive, and I had some problems containing it. As you can see, the lacing's just far out of this world already, and the head is quite big, with the wobbly bit in the middle. And yeah, I had some problems, cutting it down, etc. But I managed it, and I'm now ready to rock and roll. So, it's a really heavy bottle. Sorry, but that really is a heavy bottle. The bottom of that is like really solid. But anyway, enough about that. The cap then is sadly just gold. So we don't like that. We want a bit of decoration to our caps. I don't really know anything about this beer, if I'm being brutally honest, so this will just be purely on what I can see, smell and taste, to keep it fair, obviously. The lacing's brilliant, the head was brilliant. Carbonation, not too bad I guess, steady, slowing but small. So yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see what my nose makes of this. Oh wow, that actually does smell a little bit like coffee. That's what that reminds me of. It's almost like a coffee malt. Not not like a very strong coffee, but like a very weak coffee almost. But that's definitely a malt. Yeah, some really rich smells. That is quite a rich smell for a beer. Sort of like coffee, malt. But yeah, very, very sort of complex and rich. Not quite sure why it's called Negro, because the beer isn't actually black. So I'm a little bit confused by that. Unless it actually means goat or something, I don't know, in Angolan, or whatever they speak out there, I'm not too sure. Not too very good with languages. Again, took me a bloody long time to get hold of this, as of the last one did. So I'll be looking to try this. Okay, first impressions, incredibly sweet. It's not syrupy, but it's a nice mild sweetness that's consistent all the way through the beer. And this is what grabs me, okay, is the carbonation. There's no attention to detail, it's just easy, laid back, Jamaican style, who gives a shit? It's like that, there's no real effort in the carbonation. Most beers want to pound you with, a nice bit of carbonation. You want it fizzy, you want it bubble popping in the mouth, you want something to tantalise your taste buds. Well, this is the opposite. It's just, there's no carbonation in the mouth whatsoever. It's incredibly smooth, very, pretty much non-gassy, really. The texture is incredibly watery. Taste-wise, it's just a very, very weak balance between hop and malt. But the sweetness is there. No carbonation again. Very smooth, non-gassy. Aftertaste, well, again, you get this sort of malty, I want to say like a bread, not bready, but like, reminds me of the smell, that coffee smell. I don't know what it is, but that smell that I smelled earlier, the rich smell, is coming through in the taste. It represents what it smells, okay? It comes through, but I'm not sure if rich is the right word for that, because clearly the taste isn't. It's very weak and watery. But balanced flavours, lack of them there is, yes, but it certainly does something, and I don't know quite what. But there you go, there's a head again, just to give you a little. Now I've just kind of semi get rid of the wobbly bit. I can't even get the head of this beer because the head evades me all the time. The head doesn't sort of come down with the beer. It's not, although it looks frothy, it seems to me like a very light head that just seems to be a bit watery as well, and that's why I'm not really tasting any of the head at all. So sadly I can't tell you what that tastes like unless I physically get a spoon and start, shoveling it in, but I'm not going to be doing that. But again, incredibly easy to drink. I reckon no problem at all. I could quite happily down this, not think nothing of it. It's there with these laid back beers, as I like to call them. And examples of laid back beers are obviously this, Budweiser, Stella 4, Coors, what's the other one? Coscaina from Peru. Things like Soul and all of that, sort of these type of beers where it's just take your time, no rush, we've got all the time in the world, and that produces a great beer. Once you take that time and dedication, that's what you get. So very clear, crystal clear beer with a laid back taste, very smooth, not much in the flavour region, can't get the head unfortunately. Yeah, just a piece of piss to drink. So I'm going to now round it off and score, and this has got to be a 9 out of 10 for me because it's just ease of ability. It's just you can drink it all day long, and it's very, very thirst quenching due to it being a watery base, and the flavours are different. Struggling with the flavours, I can't quite pinpoint anything in particular, which is good because it keeps me on my toes, and that's what I like. Yeah, I'd recommend it to a lot of people. Easily drunk, fantastic. So well done, Africa. You've done it again. You're catching up with America and Belgium. Dare I say it? But yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, fans. And next week I'll be going to Austria. And you won't want to miss that because that's a 14% beer. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you for watching.